Is liberty dying where you live? Escape to Keene at freekeene.com.
Like tools or something.
I'm right here.
Come here, dude.
I'm right here.
I'll wrap your head with a ratchet.
Oh, so that's a threat.
That is a threat.
It's a threat.
That's a threat. You're gonna wrap my head with that ratchet. Did you just say that?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah? On 2 cameras, you just said you were gonna wrap my head with a ratchet.
I'll wrap your head with the ratchet. Did that right there, see?
Okay. Police are on their way.
So we can do that. You can have a seat, Mr. Phillips.
Morning, Your Honor. Sorry for my apparel. I was moving, and I think a lot of my nicer clothes got.
Attention, please.
In the scheme of things, you're fine relative to how some other people come in, but I appreciate that.
But I have not seen him or Gavin in the building at all.
Okay, and that's, if you would stand, Mr. Phillips, I'm just going to tell you a concern that I have, and that's whether Mr. Schmidt has been served with notice of this hearing. Do you have?
Yes, he actually has an answer to the complaint.
No,
I have it right here. I actually got this from the court.
Okay, and I think I have his answer, which I believe was. Was submitted on April 27th of 2015. So other than his answer, do you have anything documenting that he was served?
Court clerk said that he came in the day after I gave my filing to Attorney Gavin. And I have not gotten an appearance from her, but I did get a big packet, and they've been, I don't know if this means anything, but they've been stating on their own webpage that he was going to be here, so I don't know if that means anything, but I have physical threat concerns whether he's here or not.
My initial question is really just that, to make sure that he had notice of today's hearing, not just of your motion, but that the court had set this morning as a time for a hearing in this case. And what you're telling me is that how did you affect service on him of the summons?
I asked Attorney Gavin if she would waive service verbally, and she said yeah, she'll give him the paperwork. I gave it in hand right at her lawyer's office, and I haven't got any notice saying she's representing him in further. So I don't know what's going on, but I know it's been posted, and he's been speaking about it on the Stop Free Keene webpage.
So you had a conversation with Attorney Gavin, and you served her with
her office, with her office. And I guess she was talking, the lady downstairs was talking on the phone. I could actually hear her talk, it was so close. And she said, yeah, she would accept service. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
But I wasn't told by the court or the clerk that I needed to pay to get them served. I came in the very next day, and she said, yeah, this was sent to the court clerk, short blonde hair, straight blonde hair, said that
the civil clerk, yes.
Yeah, she said it was sent to him, and he came almost immediately and served his answer right after he got it in the mail, I believe. That's what she told me.
Okay. I'm going to take a brief break. I just because this is obviously a threshold question. I don't want to be deciding issues that are going to affect somebody's legal rights without them having, me being assured that they knew that we were going to have a hearing this morning. So I'm just going to take a it's not that I doubt what you're saying, it's
No, I
need to
understand. Yeah.
follow up and make sure what's taking place, and then we'll resume. So I'm going to take a short recess.
All right, thank you, sir.
All rise. Good morning again. Please have a seat. Mr. Phillips, I did check with the clerk's office, and they did confirm that after the summons was issued on April 20th of 2015, Mr. Schmidt came into to the clerk's office and was aware of the hearing, objected after he had received the summons with the motion for contempt. The summons clearly indicates that the hearing was to be scheduled for today at 9 a.m. In addition, as you've indicated, from your information, you provided notice to Mr. Schmidt's former counsel, Attorney Gavin, and so they were aware, and they gave you some information about having provided him with copies of what you had filed. So I'm satisfied that he was on notice of this proceeding, and I'm now prepared to have you, I'll swear you in, and I'll take your testimony as to why you're asking for contempt filing. If you would raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could state your full name and spell your last name for the record. You can lower your hand now.
Matthew J. Phillips, Phillips. My alias is JP.
And Mr. Phillips, why is it that you're asking for the court to find Mr. Schmidt in contempt?
On the date, on Saturday, April 11th, I was conducting business. I'm actually an ordained minister of the Shai Free Church. I'm not sure if the court is aware. I'm the Christian aspect of that. I'm the only Christian minister there. And I'm also a member of the Keene Activist Center. So I have media business that I do at 75 Leverett Street. And I was there on Saturday, April 11th, and I noticed Matt Schmidt in his driveway yelling in a electronic blowhorn from his driveway. Previous to that, he was driving by, beeping his horn, and it was past the allotted time that was discussed and agreed in court that day with Attorney Gavin and Matt Schmidt. I wasn't overly concerned with the beep and the horn because I no longer live across the street, but he did agree, unless it's an accidental run-in, that he would refrain from those type of actions. Well, it's gotten a little bit worse. I mean, I have a video just 2 days ago of him stopping in front of 75 Leverett Street where I have business, where he knows I have business, and he dumped a whole bucket of stuff right in front. We're talking feet from the driveway, right in front. I have the video of that. The second thing is he's been using his wife to do what he promised he wouldn't do. Driving by, beeping her horn, and he's using basically third party. I don't want to add a bunch of people to the restraining order, but I wish he was here because, it's harder to have an agreement with somebody when they're not present. But anyways, to add some type of relief that he can't do it through third party. And that's what he's been doing. He belongs to a group called Stop Free Keene, and he believes that I'm part of Free Keene, which I'm not. I'm actually a Keene cop block. I do side investigations against police brutality, and I follow police and police accountability. It's not as antagonistic as he thinks. But he's got an outright hatred towards these people, and it's mirrors his attitude and his actions as of late. My concern is he's still doing it. He's making a mockery of the court. He never showed up today. He knows today. He's been posting things on his own media site, making a mockery of me. These are adults making fun of me like school children. So I don't know if the court wants to see the videos that I have, or if they'll be satisfied with my answer with him not being here. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
So let me just say, for the record that at a prior hearing, there was an agreement that was reached that Mr. Schmidt will not honk or blare his horn after 4 p.m. in the afternoon in the neighborhood. You're saying that Mr. Schmidt has not been in compliance with that order.
And I can call a witness to that. And the date in question when I filed the contempt.
The April 11th date?
Yep, the Saturday, April 11th. He actually came close to the CAC and threatened to hurt me with a ratchet set. I have that audio and video with me. And that was my biggest concern. I wasn't going to file a contempt on the beeping horn. I'm pretty sure I can deal with that because I don't have my children with me. And the biggest concern with me when I lived right across the street from 75 Leverett Street at the time was he was disturbing the children and my 6-month-old at the time. So I wasn't overly concerned with beeping the horn past 3:30, being childish, having the childish behavior. But the threat, I actually take seriously from his actions in the past. This guy's very concerning. His wife is very concerning, and his friend Alan Givitz is extremely concerning. I did started to file a motion to add Jennifer Schmidt to the restraining order, or Alan Givitz's best friend, who seems to be over his house quite a bit. He was actually present on the Saturday, April 11th, and kind of edging him on to come to the CAC to confront me that day when he threatened me with a ratchet set. But I think there'll be some type of language that he can't do that through third party. I think I would be satisfied with that instead of adding 2 other people that need to be here, that need to protect themselves and waste the court's time with, adding everybody and stop free Keene,
So just to be clear, what is the video that you would propose to show me?
The threat. The ratchet threat and him going right in front of the Shire Free Church, 75 Leverett Street, and the Keene Activist Center, where I do business frequently, and throwing a bucket of something. It smelled, I don't know if it was water, pee, I don't know. But it's clear, we have it on surveillance at 75 Leverett of him coming in very close proximity to and throwing a bucket of something right in front. And this was just 2 days ago.
Yeah, you can't look. You have to testify yourself. You can't look to other people.
My wife's behind me. It's a habit.
Not an issue.
So that those are my concerns. And okay. I would ask the court for a little bit further relief to just keep the guy away from me. He's freaking me out. He's scaring me a little bit.
Let me. What's the best way? Do you have the video queued up?
Yeah, it's right here. It's ready to go.
Maybe I'll step down, and it might be easier just for you to turn it around and or where else? If you could bring it up and show it to me. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, this is the threat. say come here to him and say come here to someone behind me.
I know. I'm letting him come to me. I'm letting him come to me.
Is that Mr. Schmidt in the street?
That's the time is grab my head with a ratchet.
That's a threat. You're gonna wrap my head with that ratchet. You just say that? Yeah? On two cameras. You just said you're gonna wrap my head with a ratchet.
The second video was from 2 days ago.
So I'm sorry, the one that you just showed me, was that dated April 11th?
That was the 11th, the Saturday, the 11th. Yeah, because we have meetings there. These are the surveillance cameras on the outside of the Teen Activist Center and the Shadow Free Church at 75 Ledley Street. I believe it shows Mr. Schmidt's driveway right there, which is about 4 houses. There's no hiding.
What's the date of that? What's the date of that one?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
I think so, yeah. I would have to call up somebody for a witness to testify to the date.
Some point in May, though, May of this year.
Yes. I can easily have Ian Freeman come up to testify to the date. And to actions that he's witnessed him coming by, even this long past the time. You know, if you want to hear his testimony, he is present.
There's no question in your mind that took place within the last week, though?
Yes, yeah, no question.
And can you describe, I could see what was depicted in the video with a bucket. Did you personally observe that liquid?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
And so you were advised by somebody else that this had taken place?
I saw the video. I saw, because I have access, because I'm a minister of the Shadow Free Church, I have access to that footage, so. And I'm a member of the Keen Activist Center, so I have access to the footage.
But there's no question that from your familiarity with the area, that material was dumped outside of the 75 Leverett address?
About a half a foot away from the driveway, gravel driveway on the side of the Keen Activist Center and Shadow Free Church, yes.
Anything more that you want to tell me this morning, Mr.
No,
Phelps?
it's just, I would end with, I don't want him near me at all. I'm just, I can get hecklers. I can deal with hecklers and people not liking my views and the political standpoint. I mean, I do cop walk. I was at the Keene riots, and I'm used to the college kids. But this guy, it's so sporadic and very strange to me how someone in their mid-40s is acting like this, and it's kind of sketching me out. I don't know if I could put a definition to that, but if I'm downtown with my kids, and between me and my new wife, we have 6, and they're all minors, I don't want this guy near me. And I seem to be bumping into him quite a bit, beeping his horn, yelling. I mean, I can't testify to those things because there's no proof in front of me, but I'm just saying the accidental run-ins, I want to eliminate that and just put a full-blown no contact order, no following order, and add third-party actions to that. I don't think it would be that hard for him to follow those orders if it was giving. I think he's adult enough to understand that he just shouldn't be near me. And I don't want him around 75 Leverett Street. There's 3 different outlets he can go and do his business with. He shouldn't be around there. And I'm even going to go further and talk to the Keene police and get a no trespass order as well, so he can just not be on that property, because he came close enough and he threatened to wrap my head with a wrench. If he's not showing up here, he's actually totally having disregard for, you know, my safety in any respect for me whatsoever, and it bothers me a lot, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Phillips. Again, Mr. Schmidt did have notice of this proceeding. He elected not to appear. I'm going to consider your request. I'm going to take it under advisement, and then I'll issue a decision.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
We'd like to invite you to visit freekeene.com. Freekeene.com features audio, video, and blogs chronicling the transition to a voluntary society. Freekeene.com also has comments and discussion forums so you can be heard. Freekeene.com.
I should be in Keene, New Hampshire with the Free Staters.